Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 28 is here. Let's go! Gotta love it. She's still talking it. You know, Koji Boruto, well done. It's more or less taking its shape. Okay? That's impressive. You really managed to just master it in one day. Sheesh. Sheesh. That boy training. Let's make it clear. I'm totally here for Konoha and for Himawari. It's not that I've forgiven the act of your treason. I've accepted you as a comrade. Same here, it's not like I expect you either. Remember this. If you ever make Homer of how even once, I'll shave that stupid head of yours completely bald. Damn, violating. Why would he say something like that to me? Because they'll violate, boy. I mean, who was he to say that he's the one who wrecked the entire Uzumaki household in the first place? Sure about that? Sure about that, buddy? So brainwashed. Okay, you may now go. Return to your duties. 10th unit, this is Yamakasai. Okay. I want to know the recent communication log involving, Konoha and a third party, specifically the exchanges from the past few minutes, okay? This last transmission was a regular check-in last night. There was no usage record for the past few minutes, okay? Child of Orochimaru. When Bartos gave you were closest to him, taking the circumstances at the time, can I have a few questions for you? Ooh, Bartos, his new sword looking drippy. Okay, with his girl? With his girl? The blade has been reshaped from its original material to a form that maximizes its strength and sharpness. The guard is the only part that this same as before, but everything else has been completely redesigned. That's not all. Boruto sword style, Uchiha style. Okay, once you grip and activate the technique, the blade itself configured to automatically maintain the jutsu on its own. The aura. This thing is slight, but it's absorbing my chakra. Yes, but don't worry. Because of that, you don't have to devote any concentration to maintaining technique, since the effect of continues on its own. It will stay active as long as your chakra holds out. So that's how it is. This is really good, but be careful. If someone whose chakra isn't registered touches the sword, it will drain their chakra heavily. It's a safety measure in case the enemy ever manages to take its Sasuke and you're already registered. And for work purposes, mine is registered as well. I see, so it's a scientific ninja tool with safety mechanisms. That's great. This sword is a certain special material fused to it, okay? Human divine attack. Before long, Konoha will become a battlefield. Based on the information I just told you, I intend to carry out the operation. You mean you're doing it after bringing that bastard Boruto over to your side? That's crazy. You come to look at the 7 since when did you forgive him? Can you really handle things as Hokage? Damn, why are you talking to your dad like this? When I assumed this position, there was something more so in my heart that I would never bend my convictions. That's why I'm doing the same now. Okay, no matter if just as the 7th did, I'm not yielding to pressure. Okay, to protect Konoha, I am following my own convictions and making the decisions I believe are necessary. When it comes to confronting these human divine street, Boruto's cooperation is absolutely essential. If you can't accept that, that's fine. There's no need for you to take part in this operation. This is in order, but if that's the case, do not tell anyone. We have just discussed this. Now, after that, it will decide for yourself. Okay? Himori joined to the operation. She's the same side. She wants to help Boruto. She's such an idiot. She even became a ninja for that. Okay. Putting aside feelings for Boruto Shinobi, I'll stake my life on the Hokage's orders. Okay. So if you already know what's going to happen, could you just explain it more in detail? Will you give us fragmented bits of information? For example, even if you knew we were going to die, would you still have charged in to face her for Himawari's sake? If you had known, might have hesitated, your legs might have frozen and you might not have been able to move. As a result, if you survived back then, would Himawari's power really have awakened? What I'm trying to say is that the future I saw the moment I tell someone, it will change even it only a little. The more ideal the future outcome is, the more people are better off not knowing about it. But even something you tell others with good intentions could become the trigger for events to develop in an unintended direction. Those who know the fragments of the future, in other words, our awareness of actions greatly influence the course of events that follow. For better, for worse, making predictions extremely difficult would completely lose its advantage. Whom to tell what and how much to advance toward the ideal future, those decisions must always be made with great caution. Okay? You're generally not telling us much, which means, in other words, if we just go with the flow of things are likely to turn out in a good direction. Is that basically right for now? Whether your own choices were right or wrong, you won't know until you see the outcome. I believe I've conveyed all the necessary information. Damn, so Ida and Himawari Die in a different reality. Sheesh. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. Let's change it at the very least a future where Ida or her Maru dies. Oh my goodness. Can you hear me? It's Shikamaru. First, let me make this clear. This transmission will not be recorded as an unofficial one. Therefore, only those who are hearing my voice right now will be considered members of this operation. Okay? Kawaki hearing, Boruto hearing, all these people hearing. She's Kawaki. So, the main selection criteria are twofold. This first is someone who is not hostile towards Boruto, at least in this battle. Konoha still continues to view Boruto as an enemy and as a target for elimination. During the operation, we can also expect actions that will interfere with his movements. Each member must support Boruto's movements inside of the village, while remaining alert to enemy threats. Okay? Second, regarding the transmission earlier, it is dedicated communication created the injured Nujutsu. Okay? The enemy is the human divine tree Mamushu. It's a monster that splits into multiple bodies. On top of that, it seems that he can erase his own chakra signature, so the village chakra's attention can't track him. That's why Ino's Nujutsu is essential. Okay? The part where we can talk remotely is the same as the mind transmission was different. Okay? Vibrations is the chakra center and candle. Okay, Mamushu, we're going to pinpoint and track his location by identifying its vibration frequency. There's no need to overthink it. It will detect the enemy's numbers and positions. Okay. The preface got a bit long, but from here on out, I'll explain Mushu's abilities. Okay. Damn. That woman Ida. Where is she? Apakage's head member. She's already inside the village. Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. Calm down and just focus the the enemies in the area. Boruto, the nearest shape hole is keyhole. Understood? Okay, Boruto sliding. Several days earlier that I heard that's how fate is. Just you wait, you bastards. Okay? Oh, this is way too gross. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Don't worry, I won't let that finger on you, sis. Okay, Damon? For now, I'm going Wayside. Given the nature ability, there's a possibility that split off members will scatter one area. Okay, Team 10 head to the eastern part of the district. Team 7 hold position right now in the northern part of District B. Okay, interesting. Listen, the insect's target is Ida. In the end, it will head to the eastern part of the area where she is. All units be ready to move at any movement. Boruto will use a flying rather than to jump into each location. Kawaki will provide support according to the situation. Kill him if you want, but don't go destroying the buildings. Okay. Damn. Okay, Boruto sliding with the cut. Damn. Cut up then, Boruto. Okay, Karma. Yeah, I just can't get used to it. That itchy, irritating feeling you get. Damn. You have to absorb chakra. Damn. That's crazy work. Peak as always.